So how did that go? Did you get your yes and your no answers? I hope so. If not, here's a chart that I made earlier and it shows you the directions, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and the other ones, back and forth, left and right. So which way is your yes and your no going? Have a look, write it down. Every time you ask questions, have a look, make sure it has your yes and your no. You're on the right page. So what happens if your pendulum is not working for you? If you want to have your pendulum programmed, it's quite easy to do. You just hold your pendulum and you spin it in a clockwise direction, so you're actually spinning it yourself, and you say, pendulum, this is my yes. Pendulum, this is my yes. Pendulum, this is my yes. Then you let it finish, and then you spin it anti-clockwise and you say, pendulum, this is my no. Pendulum, this is my no. Pendulum, this is my no. And then when it finished spinning, you can test it again. Make sure it does your yes and it does your no the way you want it to work. Otherwise it's quite hard to get your proper answers, isn't it? The other thing to do is to keep your pendulum with you at all times. So whether you put it in your pocket during the day, in your handbag, if you have a handbag, whatever you like, just keep it with you, keep it next to your bed. It has to become a part of you. You treat it just like you would treat crystals, for example. Especially if you have a crystal pendulum, it's up to you what you do with it. As long as it feels right on your inside, that's what you have to do with it. That's what sits right, that's what works for you. Same as everywhere in your life, really, isn't it? So keep your pendulum with you. Do your yes and your no questions. Program your pendulum if you have to do it. And then start asking your questions. In the next video, I'll explain a little bit more about how to prepare yourself to work with your pendulum. We'll see you then.